Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Trident Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center. My name's David Doucette. With me today, Mark O'Connell, and our matchup today, hometown Yarmouth Vikings versus the visiting Parkview Panthers. Parkview out of Lunenburg County, up the South Shore. Both of these teams are Division I teams in high school hockey. Should be an interesting game, Mark.
Parkview's 2-1 in their last three with two wins over Clare and a recent loss to the Northeast Kings, 6-2. And things have never looked brighter for Yarmouth. They're coming off a two-game win streak over Forest Heights and the Central Kings Gators with big scores, winning 7-6 and 6-3.
Interesting game against Central Kings. We were discussing the game with their coach in the dressing room before the game, and I said, yeah, you were up 6-0. He said, yes, I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, so it wasn't a real 6-0, and not to mention they had a short bench, and it caught up to them in the third period, and it ended up being 6-6 going into overtime.
And the coach tells us that that Central Kings should have won it with 10 seconds to go, if not for a phenomenal game-saving save by Guino.
Stop me if you've heard that before. Guino stands on his head and robs them. And then opportune time for Captain Max Gates to get his first goal of the season as the overtime winner.
On the other side, Parkview, not playing a lot of games so far, only 4 games into the season. They've been in a couple of early tournaments. They've also had a couple of games. Well, one was canceled, we heard, because they didn't have a goaltender.
That's tough.
They decided they had initially a scheduled game on Halloween night, and then the decision was made, no, maybe not. And they decided not to do that one. So a couple TBAs, I think they should actually be 6 games in instead of 4 games in, which would put them more in line with most of the other teams.
Yeah, I would say based on the record and from what we've heard so far, this would be a pretty even matchup. I think depth is going to be the issue for Yarmouth again. It normally is. You know, they come out quickly. If they can get a lead, sit on that for a while, rely on Guino, they've got a real chance. It comes back to haunt them at the end of the third. Now, last game they played at home,
was fun.
They got a ton of power plays, and that's how they won with 6 power play goals. So if the other team doesn't give it to them, they're going to have to work for it.
Looking at size, it looks like Parkview certainly has the bigger of the two teams. Yarmouth been known to take the odd penalty themselves, and obviously with the short bench, and I say a short bench, the short bench is just what they always have. They just don't have a large lineup. They're only missing one person today, and that's Cullen Fitzgerald with an upper body injury. We don't want any of you bettors out there to get to know something before we do.
Yeah, Cullen's officially out.
We heard going in that captain number 11, assistant captain Declan Fitzgerald was going to be a game time decision because of an ankle, but he was out during the whole warm-up. He's still out there now. I thought to myself, it's going to shock me if he stays out of the game, and it certainly doesn't look like he is.
He's at least going to try.
So based on that, what do you think the keys to the game are for Yarmouth in this?
They've got to come out quickly and jump on Parkview. They can't let them take the play to them. They know they've got the goalie in net there. They've got Guino, they can rely on him, but they've got to get 5-on-5 pressure. They can't just wait for another team to give them, was it 18 power plays last time?
There were a lot of power plays.
That's not going to happen.
So right now, the public address announcer, Kevin Northup, introducing the starting lineups for both teams. I will say that the starting goaltender is Oriol Guino, an exchange student from Spain, and that's Yarmouth's starting goaltender. Over on the other side, the starting goaltender is number 31, Walker Comstock. Comstock with a 2-1 record and a 2.67 goals against average. Guino 2-4 with a 5.88, although that has been inching its way down after the last 2 games.
It has, yeah. They're a different team last 2 games.
And with that, we're about to get underway. Referees making their obligatory visits to both benches to shake the hands of coaches. And we're about to get started. We've got Parkview in dark, going from left to right primarily on most of our cameras to start the game. And hometown Yarmouth Vikings in white, going from right to left. Fitzgerald wins the face-off back to his D. It's chipped up, brought right back in, and offside. Bit of a late call, but the right one, as Noah Chambers gathered that puck on the other side of the blue line before bringing it in.
That was early. I thought maybe they were just going to let it go. Once it got past the one Mississippi.
Nippert hangs on to the puck, flips it into the corner. Aldred tries to chip it forward. He's going to gain control. Saucer pass. Chipped over to the near side. Coming towards that is Robinson. Robinson gets tied up along the boards nicely. Coming the other way is Aldred. Aldred has some speed on the near side. There's a shot off of the stick of number 21, Leighton Vaughn, into the rafters for a whistle. Good early opportunity for the Vikings.
Yeah, supposedly not 100% Declan Fitzgerald out there laying the body early. Not surprising.
You play the way you play.
That's it.
Fitzgerald still out. A little bit of net issue going to happen. I'm not really sure.
Oh, they got the water bottle.
They got the already. That's quick. Mind you, not really surprising because there's a lot of pressure put on the nets during a warm-up, especially the way the goaltenders laterally slide back and forth. Sometimes, depending on what's happening in the game on the ice surface, they do the warm-up and then do a complete flood, and that has a nice solid posting for the net at that point. But in this case, that's not what happened. And when it's off early, it's off often normally.
It's going to happen again.
Saunier with it in the slot. There's a shot. Glove save, Comstock.
Great save by Walker Comstock. Come out to the top of the crease, into the butterfly, put the glove up. Rob Saunier.
Referee noticing the near side, both teams encroaching in the circle, trying to get a jump into that circle from the faceoff. Yarmouth's going to slide that one in deep, lips it behind the net, loses it to Saunier. Saunier back to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Aldred, and that one goes off a stick. Back around the net. Good early shift here for the Vikings. Back to Nippert. Nippert along the near side to Saunier, cross ice. There's a shot. No, it was a pass actually, looking for Fitzgerald. Aldred with a good look on that shot. Nice shot from the point. Once again, easily handled by Comstock. 1 minute and 3 seconds gone in period number one in that initial first shift for Yarmouth, doing a very good job.
We talked about the initial pressure right off the bat and the whole first minutes in the Panthers' end.
Face off on the far side. Scrum controlled in the corner by Parkview. They're going to get it to the blue line. Crossing center ice is Spindler. Spindler's got room. There's a shot off of a stick. Check that. That's Beliveau. Beliveau behind the net. Gets a puck. Tries to wrap around. One big save, and then the rebound cleared away by the Vikings. Barry with it. Slips it high off the glass. Down to center. On the near side to Spindler. Spindler with a shot. Save. Rebound. And not getting there in time was Gates, but he got enough of the puck to at least steer it aside. Push back in. That hops over top of the stick of Barry. And that's going to go down into the Parkview zone. Vaughn up to Spindler. Spindler tries to chip it forward. Didn't get good contact on that. Amiro. We haven't seen Amiro in a while. It's going to be interesting to see what he brings to the Vikings game. Usually one of the better defensemen for the Vikings, and he's been out injured. Certainly is going to. They're happy to see him back.
And he's going to bring some size to the team.
Amiro at the point. Taken out of the play nicely by Noah Chambers. Big hit. Back with it, though. Amiro has it, trying to dig the puck free. Back to the point. Fitzgerald back on the ice again. That puck goes off of him. He's going to chip it up high, bouncing behind the net. Comstock will leave it there for Vaughn. Vaughn pestered right away by the Vikings, but come away with it. Aldred back to the point. Green with it. Can't get it down deep, and he's pinched along the boards. That lead pass just goes high, and we've got a head contact penalty going against Parkview. And it looked like I saw 4 fingers up there. So it's 4 minutes, I believe, for Manny Vaughn. We'll wait for the official time on the score clock. There we are.
It looked like 4 to me, yeah.
So the initial special teams opportunity in favor of the Vikings, and it's the equivalent of a double minor.
And quite frankly, the Vikings' power play of the last 2 to 3 games has been terrific.
Face off on the near side. Gets back to Aldred. Aldred goes back and plays defense during the power play. Right in front, there's a shot off the defenseman as Lipset gets in the way and fires the puck down the ice. Gates behind his own net, setting things up for Yarmouth. Leaves it up, nice easy pass up to Saunier. Saunier carries good speed up the far side, gets it over to Fitzgerald. And that shot goes off of the stick into the mesh. Good look. That's what you're looking to find, looking to get those good scoring opportunities, being in the right spot. Just need to get that shot away a little quicker.
You just take one player off that ice and you get that little bit extra room, and the Vikings just move it right through the neutral zone and right into the attacking zone.
Face off once again on the near side. Fitzgerald with Spindler. Vikings get it. Saunier back pass to Aldred. Aldred likes to quarterback the power play from the defensive position. Moved in into Gates. Cross ice. One-timer. And this time it goes off of the legs of Manny Vaughn. Aldred looking cross ice. Trying to squeeze it through to Fitzgerald. Back to Gates. Cross ice again. And that one's going to be picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to get the ice to center. Get the puck to center. Gates and Saunier play give and go. Up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald cuts towards the middle, makes a nice move, still on his feet. Checked against the boards, gets some help. 2 pairs of players in there trying to dig it out. Parkview looks like they're going to get it, but it's right back to Fitzgerald. Pass in front. And this time it's number 10, Max Berry, knocking that pass down, not allowing the puck to get in front of the net. Gates with it. Gates is going to carry it, throws it down. Comstock's going to stop that. Plays it, goes off of a stick, and he catches it. Then he smartly goes and plays it down the ice. For what I wanted to say was he smartly got out from behind the blue line.
He did, and he didn't leave it up to chance either. He fired it away.
Yarmouth coming up the near side. Saunier with it. Saunier carries some good speed. Makes a move to the outside, trying to ward off the defender, Robinson. Still has it. Pass in front, goes off of a leg. Not seen it, though, was nippered. And Parkview fires it down the ice. First half of the penalty killed off for the Panthers. They're making some changes. Coming down hard is Dagley. Enough to make a Miro circle back. Up to Wallace. Wallace on the far side. Gets it over to Nippert. Nipper tries to pass in front. That one goes high. Churchill fires it in behind the net. Getting there first is going to be Green, and Green fires it up the ice. Yarmouth has to be careful. Parkview has players, and there's a breakaway. There's a shot. Goal! Short-handed goal by number 4, Nolan Green. I believe I got the number. Nope.
Or was it 5?
It is 5. I saw Nolan in there too, but it's number 5, Jacob Beliveau. Short-handed with 14:42 to go in period number 1.
I was just about ready to craft the whole why did he pass? It's a 2-on-1 and then it becomes a 2-on-0. I think Guido thought the same thing too. Forehand back to backhand to forehand and slid right across. Great goal.
Yeah, Guido thought he was going to cut across, which is the normal play. And
sure.
You put on the brakes that way, you're in the butterfly on these slippery pads and you just keep sliding. Aldred with it. Drops it off to Saunier. Saunier back to Aldred. Aldred goes cross ice, gets it on the stick of Saunier. Saunier gets it back, but too hard for Gates. And Gates retreats to his own blue line. He'll reset things. 53 seconds to go in the power play opportunity for the Vikings. Gates gains the blue line. fighting for it. Gives it up for Sanford. Sanford behind the net, gets double teamed, still trying to fight through the check. Fitzgerald can't get it. Good work on the far side by Spicer, but he can't get it out. Sonia looking for the setup. Pass in front, off a stick, break up. Yes, the puck was free for a second. I thought that the rebound was going to poke out to the near side, but it didn't.
I think it was behind him on the ice on its own.
Gates has some trouble clearing the puck, has his pocket picked by Spindler. Spindler comes in, there's a shot. And Guino makes the save.
Not the greatest of power plays so far, giving up a shorthanded goal and 2 other good scoring chances. 8 seconds left, we're back to even strength.
Shots on net relatively even, 5-4. You wouldn't expect that with a 4-minute power play, though.
No.
Carter Miro goes up the far side. Yarmouth has some room into the blue line. Pushing it in is Lucas Cushing. Comstock backhands it the other way. Amiro's going to get it. Shoots it toward. Nice blocker save by Comstock. Into the corner. Picked up nicely by the Panthers. They're pushing it up the near side. Get it to Chambers. Chambers' pass goes off of the leg and they reset. One last clearing down the ice. The penalty is over, though, and that makes it. It will be icing. No icing. They say Amiro could have tried a little harder.
I agree.
Amiro chips it forward. Green comes cross ice to Roberts. Roberts gains the blue line. Nice back pass to Chambers. Chambers back to Roberts. Roberts shot just goes wide as it looks like he had his stick interfered with just enough by goaltender Guino as he was cutting in front of him.
I don't think Guino poke checked the puck, but I think he stick checked the player.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's your Wilson Group replay. Guino comes out. He sees that he's not going to shoot, and if it comes to a deke, he's going to knock it right off the blade.
And it's a good thing he did.
He did.
Because he was down and not laterally moving, so the net would have been open.
Yeah, and with his stick hand extended, there's no way he's going to get it back down on the ice to cover the bottom corner.
Parkview throws it in. Guino stops it behind the net, finds the puck, and tries to slide it behind the net. Doesn't get much on it. Parkview picks it up. Robinson can't control that pass, and so Nolan Green will set things up from his own blue line. Gives it up to McDonald. McDonald makes a nice move. He's taken off the ice. And there is a trailing referee penalty call. Guino makes the save, covers it up, and Parkview will get their first power play opportunity of the game with 12:10 to go.
That was as accidental as you can have, but, you know.
You had to be careful with your stick.
He took a swipe, he missed the puck, he got the skates. Sit down, Declan.
And he, it wasn't a big. He bounced right back up, so it wasn't those I'm really trying to draw a penalty.
Nope, not at all. No, he was trying to get into the zone.
Yeah. Risser gets the face-off on the near side to Robinson. Robinson fighting for it, gets knocked down, bounces back up. Check that. That's Bizot. Bizot behind the net. Declan Fitzgerald with the penalty. Back to Risser. Risser protects the puck nicely and saucers it up to Spicer. Spicer shot through a crowd. Deflection attempt in front by Bizot just misses, and Yarmouth finds it and gets the puck up to center ice. Spicer back to Risser. Risser gains the blue line. He's got some room. Far side. There's a shot off of a stick into the mesh. 1:26 to go in the power play for the Parkview Panthers.
Took a couple of shifts for Parkview to get their legs under them. I don't know, travel maybe, whatnot, but they're taking the play to the Vikings now.
And now with a power play opportunity, it certainly allows them to kind of feel their offense a little smoother.
I mean, the shots are almost even, but the play is slanted this way, as you say.
Barry with it. Barry goes cross ice to Bizot. There's a shot. Guino closes the pads, makes the save.
Pretty simple. Wrist shot from the point, saw it all the way.
Yeah, Yarmouth has to be a little more careful about that guy right on Guino's doorstep, though, looking for the redirect.
They got some big boys, too. They're not going to be easy to, see around.
Near side to Barry. Barry's got room. There's a shot. Blocker save. Rebound goes wide. Side of the net, and that's going to be picked up by Amiro, and Amiro finds the shooting lane and clears the zone for the Vikings. Spicer will set things up for the Panthers behind his own net. He's going to come up on the near side to Beliveau. Beliveau has some room. Carries some good speed down. Good active stick by Amiro. Beliveau's pass in front off the skate to the point. It's going to get back to the near side to Vaughn. Vaughn circles, gets it, shoots it through a crowd off a skate. Beliveau behind the net.
Great puck movement by the Panthers.
Robinson. Back to Chambers. Chambers to Beliveau. Beliveau looks in front, goes to the point instead to Bazot. Bazot to Vaughn. Vaughn, the redirect rebound, and steered aside nicely by Carter. Good head on the swivel there to find the Panther on the doorstep and swipe that puck away.
Very nice setup. It didn't fool Guino.
Back to the point, and Guino sees that one all the way and makes the save with 10 seconds to go in the power play.
The Panthers have two players in front of the net, neither in front of the net. They're both standing there, backs to the blue line, waiting for the rebound, not getting in Guino's way. If he can see a wrist shot from the blue line, Vikings will take that all day.
And you can tell with the wrist shots, just that's what people are doing now.
Yeah.
It's not the big hard slap shot. It's not the how fast can I shoot it. It's make sure the puck gets through, look for the rebound, look for the deflection. Yarmouth's going to clear that puck down around the boards and down the ice, and that will clear the kill the penalty. Up on the near side, Saunier chips it forward. Makes a nice move to get it. It's got his player with him. Slides it to Aldridge. Aldridge with a shot. Beautiful glove stave. Walker Comstock.
Oh, let's get a replay of that. What a nab. Aldridge was all alone. It was a great shot. I mean, that's where he's got to put it. That's the part of the net he gave him. Here it is. It comes across. Just snaps it up. Comstock. Terrific, terrific.
Cross ice, one-timer. Green couldn't get that one through. Green pinching in, takes on the player, gets some help from Saunier, but Parkview able to get the puck to the blue line and out. Skating hard coming in, drop pass over to Chambers. Chambers with a shot, blocker save, rebound, and Chambers is going to get the puck down low. Return pass picked off by Saunier. Nice hard check in the corner there by Cameron Nipper to the Vikings. Parkview coming back the other way. That's Roberts with it. He can't get by the blue line. Barry decides to chip it into the far corner, and Gates will pick it up for the Vikings. Gates avoids the check, has some ice as Parkview's making changes. Gets around another forechecker at center and dumps it into the far corner. Spicer chips it up forward. Nice clearing attempt. Gates is going to get there first for the Vikings, and he goes cross ice. Churchill and Gates play catch. Saunier goes cross ice. Nice lead pass onto Aldridge's stick. Barry chasing him down. Aldridge circles. Tries to slide a pass over to Fitzgerald, but goes off of a skate. Risser with it. Owen Risser. Like the beach. And campground. Bringing it in this time is Robinson. And Robinson looked like he was going to get checked by Saunier, but Saunier took the worst of that altercation.
Panthers are changing often, and they're forechecking with two men at a time. 3 shifts in a row now. They're not sitting back.
Pass in front. Gates swipes that one into the corner, tries to chase it down, picks it up into the corner, can't get it out though. Risser keeps it in, down low to Spindler. Spindler makes a nice move to get around Churchill, tries to get it up to Vaughn. Vaughn back to McDonald, and we've got a glove pass.
4 Panthers inside the top of the circle on that last play. They are all over the attacking note. I guess they're much like in the way the Vikings are. They've got all the respect in the world for Comstock, and I don't know, they're willing to give up odd man rushes, I guess. They haven't yet, but they're really pinching in on the blue line.
Hand pass means the face-off by Parkview. Gets the face-off outside the Vikings blue line. Face-off. Down the blue line on the near side. Lipsit's going to try to chip that one in. Back behind the net. That's Green with it. Green looking for Maskeen. Can't get there. Gets some help. Nice move. Gets away from one, but not both. Parkview coming right back. There's a shot off of a skate. That was Ryland Feener with that attempt. Some oohs and ahs as players collide in the corner. Back in his own end, Keaton Lipsit with it. He'll go cross ice to Green. Up to Feener, who chips it forward. It's going to be right on the goaltender. And Guino's going to cover that up, and he's going to allow his team to make changes. little bit of a touch to Green, and that will draw a crowd.
Yeah, Spindler got a little close to Guino. And they're escorting him somewhere.
Just to the bench or to the box?
Just to the bench.
Not much really happened.
No.
Sometimes, though, no, it's going to the box. They're going to make, listen, you're going to do something like that
They are.
when it was completely uncalled for, then we're going to make an example of you. But be warned, it's going to happen to both teams now.
He didn't actually make contact with Guino, but he pushed the Vikings player into them. Regardless of how you look at it, it's goaltender interference. I mean, you can't do that. Yeah. I just thought the escort was a bit of a talking to. Let's walk him back to the,
I thought so
to
too.
the bench.
Didn't think it was going to be a penalty call.
No, I didn't either.
Face off on the far side, won by the Panthers, and they're going to flip it down the ice. And it is an interference penalty, and I guess he interfered with the defenseman who ended up on top of Guino.
I would think for goaltender interference, you should at least contact the goaltender. Maybe that was the thinking.
But they didn't call it goaltender interference.
They didn't, no, because he didn't.
He actually interfered with the defenseman.
Yep.
Anyways, puck goes back and forth a couple times. Yarmouth will start things up with a minute and a half to go in the power play. Saunier gets around one, can't get around the second. He'll get the puck back to Gates. Gates back to Saunier. Saunier's pass goes off the heel of his stick, and he's going to come right back. Picking that puck up is Roberts. Roberts can't get the puck through Gates towards Guino. Good work by Roberts. Lagging the puck. Spins away from one check. Passes it in front. Nobody there as Panthers were making changes. Jake Sanford with it. Gains the blue line. Might wait for some help. Still has it. Pinched off nicely on the boards by Max Barry. Barry gets some help by Roberts. 5 players in the corner. Somebody's going to dig it out. The referee wants them to play it. 41 seconds to go in the power play when Yarmouth gets it back. Big slap shot off a body and just goes wide on the second redirect. Pass in front, just out of the reach of Aldred, and the Panthers fire it down the ice.
I think that was Neppard that almost got one.
Good work by Green fighting off that check. And Manny Vaughn gets to his own bench to let the next PK player come back out. Aldred comes on. 10 seconds to go. One last attempt here for Yarmouth in the Panther zone. Green. Green dumps it in deep. Gets the return pass. There's a shot. Rebound. That one goes off a stick. Back to Green. Green looking for a shooting lane. Fires it through a crowd. Blocker saved. I don't think it got through. Picked up nicely by Risser. Risser makes a nice move to avoid one forechecker. Then avoids number 2. Carries some speed into the Yarmouth blue line. Going around wide onto his backhand. There's the shot. Save the rebound. And the net is off the mooring. First goal would have counted. Second one wouldn't have.
Guino barely bumped the net. I mean, he slid into the net to make the stop. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. There it is here. Here's your Wilson Group replay. He comes across. He slides into it.
Yeah, boy, he hugged that post and it just popped out.
Right. Like you said, maybe we need a fresh flood and it'll help.
Face off on the near side. Power play has been killed off. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Under 5 to go in period number 1. Good work by Amaro to chip that one forward. He's chasing down Nolan Green. Gets that stick. Gets the pass through. Yarmouth has the puck. Can't get the shot away. Back to D'Entremont. D'Entremont throws the puck in deep looking for Cushing. Cushing has his stick lifted and the Panthers create some good room. Skating hard down the far side in for a breakaway. There's a shot. Save by Guino as Guino robs the number 5, Jacob Beliveau, who went hard to the far side this time.
Almost exactly what he tried last time, and Guino didn't fall for it. He slid across, played him with. He basically ran him out of ice. As he comes across, he goes to the backhand, but Guino just slides right with him.
Guino played that one well. He was right there.
The only chance maybe is 5-hole as he slides through, but that's it.
Or they're really good with that kind of speed. They're really good shot. There's a redirect in front, just goes wide. We'll get to that later. Vikings get the puck. Unable to clear it is D'Entremont. Trying to pick it out, can't. Parkview has it again. Pass in front. There's a shot. Glove save. Guino. And, of course, I lost my train of thought as what I was going to say about that whole thing.
Maybe he had a chance to roof it.
That was what it was.
That would look cool.
With speed.
Yep.
Very hard to do that.
Yep.
Go into your backhand,
Sure.
but that shot was there.
Well, yeah, he was on the
You can't cover everything.
He was on his knees the whole time, and I mean, he has to take away the bottom half of the net.
And I mean, Guino's done very well, but he's not a 6'4" goaltender either.
No.
Panthers continuing to pressure the Vikings. Latter half of period number 1, the Vikings, even with the power play, not much happened. They're going to try to get something going here in the last 4 minutes. Only down 1-0. One of those momentum switchers here at the end of the period is what the Vikings are hoping for. Saunier's pass skips over the stick of Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald makes a nice move to avoid one check. Down on one knee. Puck still there. 2 players down. Yarmouth picks it out. That pass goes off of a skate. Panthers find it. Try again. 3.5 minutes to go in our opening period. Lead pass through the middle for Feener, and he'll just dump it in. He needs a change. Green chips it up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald makes a nice move. Chips it forward. Makes it through another one. He's going to get run down, though, by Vaughn. Good check, though, as Fitzgerald kicks it forward. There's no stop in Declan Fitzgerald. Back around the near side. Emmett Dagley with it. Throws it back low, and Fitzgerald's right there. Spins away from a check. Going to get back to the point to Nippard. Nippard with a wrist shot. That can't get by the D. Bringing the puck out after making the stop is number 16, Vaughn. Check that. That was 15, Roberts.
The last couple of minutes looked like the first 2 minutes. And in between, Parkview just took it right down to them. Vikings are flying it. Maybe it's one last push, because you know you get a bit of a break between periods.
When they've got the opportunity, they've certainly got to take advantage and try to get some more shots on net.
And Carter Romero's getting a lot of ice. He hasn't been around for a few weeks, and they're playing him quite a bit.
Yarmouth can't get that shot through. Good pick, though. Backhand shot through a crowd. Rebound. Comsot makes a save and clears the puck. Parkview gets a pass up the center ice. That's Roberts with it all by himself. Easy shot into Guino. Guino will make the save and allow both teams to continue to make changes with 2.5 minutes to go.
It looked like both of them needed changes. Yeah, they are.
We'd like to thank Wilson's Home Hardware. There have been the year-long sponsors for the Yarmouth Vikings for all of Trident Media's coverage of their home games. Pass back to the point. No shooting lane, so they'll dump it in deep to Roberts. Down low, Vaughn. Vaughn gets pinched off the puck. Into the near side to Maskeen. Maskeen looking for the puck, trying to fight forward. Yarmouth's going to get it to the blue line and out. Skating back the other way is Cushing, and Cushing almost a little bit of leg on leg there.
That could have been bad.
Had he gone flying, I think it might have been a tripping penalty.
Maybe.
But he literally he lost the puck, but held on to his edge.
Yeah, he did.
Panthers loosen the puck, go behind their own net. 1:48 to go in the opening period. Skating hard down the far sides, Owen Risser. Risser behind the net, looking in front. New defense. They're coming in. There's a shot through a crowd and into the butterfly for another easy save by Oriol Guino.
In the last half period, look what's happened to the shots. They were 6-5. They were 10-8 for a while, or 9-8 for a while, 17-9.
Face off to the right of Guino. Vikings win that right back. Off the board, but getting there first is going to be Risser. Risser's got some speed, gets the puck to Spicer. Spicer can't get the shot away. Well played by Saunier, but Saunier's back pass gave it right back to the Panthers for a second. Up comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, shot off of a stick. That one goes wide. Saunier gets to the puck, but can't get the pass in front. Saunier picks the puck up in the corner, right in front. One-timer by Green, and that goes off of McDonald. Nippard with the puck with under a minute to go in our first period. Nippard's pass goes off of a stick. He recollects it. Can't find it. Finds it the second time. Gets it to center, and at least that clears the immediate danger. Max Berry with it. Berry goes cross ice to Vaughn. Vaughn makes a nice move to get away from the forecheckers. Backhand pass, and Vaughn just can't hold up as he does the do-si-do on the blue line with 34.2 seconds for the offside.
Strangely enough, I think if he kept his skates on the ice, he'd have been okay. But he somehow leapt into the air, and sorry, that's offside.
Good artistic expression marks, though.
Oh, it was impressive, yeah.
Vikings win that face-off. Amiro, cross ice to Gates. Gates goes high off the glass to the blue line. Chip forward. Just a little out of the reach of Declan Fitzgerald. Backing up into his own end. Vaughn gets it over to Green. Green on the near side to Spindler. Spindler up through the middle. One last attempt coming in for Beliveau. Beliveau shot just sails wide. 13 seconds. Back to Vaughn at the point. Gets it down low. One-timer in front. No, there's a replay. He gets the pass back to him. But Guino follows the puck well and makes another save on the short side.
Just enough time for one quick face-off, one shot, 6 seconds left.
Face-off, push forward by Beliveau, who's going to chase it down in the corner. Gase just looking to hang on to it and kill the period off. At this point for Yarmouth, I think that's what you want. Don't give up that second goal late.
You're outshot 2-1, and you're only down 1-0. It's you know, it's not that big of a deal. You give up one at the end there, it's a real heartbreaker.
I want to go over our score for the period.
So it's 1-0 Panthers. While Manny Vaughn is serving a double minor for head contact, Jacob Beliveau scores the only goal of the period, and it was shorthanded.
Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining Trident Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. This game being brought to you by Wilson's Home Hardware. While the Zamboni clears the ice, we're going to take a break during the intermission, and we'll be back for the start of period number 2. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.
a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity. And if you'd never called for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a vine, pulling me into the fire. All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. They want now. You dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been. 'Cause now your mind is about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia is locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. I can see it all. They want now. You dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been. 'Cause now your mind is about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia. You saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need ya. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Shut it down.
Welcome back for the second period of play. Your Yarmouth High Vikings.
The career is more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of
Welcome back, hockey fans. Second period coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League being brought to you by Trident Media from the Yarmouth Mariner Center. My name's David Doucette. With me today, Mark O'Connell. After one period complete, the visiting Parkview Panthers up over the hometown Yarmouth Vikings 1-0. They've doubled them in shots, 18-9, and in the second half of the period, Mark, Parkview really looked to dominate, especially with their forecheck.
It was dead even for the first 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then it was all Parkview after that. Yeah, they really took it to the Vikings.
Parkview's only goal, a shorthanded goal. Yarmouth with a 4-minute power play and a 2-minute power play. In that first power play, was early in the game. They actually did get a couple good shots on net, or at least scoring opportunities. That second power play was non-existent.
No, in fact, down a man, Parkview was still forechecking 2 men. They were really taking it to them.
And we're about to get underway. Parkview with a few late escapees from their dressing room. They're going to push the puck forward, though. That's Roberts with it. Roberts chips it behind the net. Green's going to get there. Brings it back the other way. Ripped around the boards, looking for Aldred. Aldred picks up the puck nicely on the near side. He'll carry it into the blue line. Drops it off to Saunier. Saunier tries to get it back to Aldred. That pass wasn't clean to Saunier. He had to reach for it. That allowed the Panthers to bring it right back in. Chambers cycles it down low to Roberts. Roberts pushes it down behind the net, and Fitzgerald's there. He fires it the other way, looking for Saunier. Saunier chips it over top of the Panther player. Skating hard down is Aldred, but I think getting there first is going to be Leighton Vaughn. Vaughn puts on the brakes quickly. Good work by Aldred, though, to pick the puck away. Back pass. Shot through a crowd. That one's going to sail to the near side. Back up at center. That's Sam Green with it, going cross ice to Nippert. Nippert can't control the puck. And instead, Chambers is going to dump the puck into the Yarmouth zone. Bad clearing attempt there by Green. Panthers get to change, come in the slot, goes off of Yarmouth skate. Cycling back forward is McDonald. McDonald loses it. Shot from the point. That one goes off a skate. Buzeau with it. Yarmouth comes away with it on the near side. That pass off of a skate, and Buzeau looks like he ends up dropping it off to Risser. We called Risser's name a lot. Risser's going to draw a penalty. No, he's not. I really thought he was going to draw that penalty. It was just the offside that was being called.
Oh, I thought Nippert was gone. Oh, and he is.
Okay.
He is, okay.
Yeah, okay, good. Because it was kind of obvious.
That was a crazy delayed penalty coincidentally at the same time.
So with 18, here's the Wilson Group replay, and there's the trip.
Yeah, it's the classic between the legs.
Yarmouth can't clear the puck. Gates down low with it. Goes up on the far side. Pass up to the middle. Good breakout pass for Yarmouth, short-handed. Cushing has it. Stick handles it, but loses the puck. Lips it. Goes cross ice to Green. Green up through to Risser. Risser loses at the blue line, and Yarmouth, good PK, the opening moments. Gates has it, looking for a way to chip it down, and gets it to Donchema, who chips it down the ice. Good opening PK. And there is not a penalty, that's why.
Is it me or is there nobody in the box?
Yes, I'm looking there. So the wonder things were looking so smooth for Yarmouth. He definitely went to the box.
He did.
And so obviously there was no penalty. He just thought he was getting one.
Like everybody else watching.
Well, there we go. It wasn't a great PK for Yarmouth.
No.
It was just an inability for me to see.
Classic 5-on-5 hockey.
Face off on the near side. Parkview wins it back right between both defensemen. Barry gets it up on the near side. A little too fast for Bellevaux. Up through the middle. Nice pass over to Aldred on the near side. Aldred skips it over. Fitzgerald with a shot. Glove save. Comstock. I think it's time to pick a different spot, because Comstock's flashing the leather like it's easy pickings on this Yarmouth Vikings team.
They came across the blue line. It was a perfect set. Came across the front, dropped, let it go. But you can't just keep putting the puck in the same spot. They don't have a lot of the big guys to get in the way and block and screen. And
Feener thrown out. Barry steps in. Wins the faceoff, but Aldridge jumps and gets it there. Gets to it first. Green, nice pinch at the blue line. Keep that in. Second pinch doesn't work. Amiro chases the puck down into his own zone. Goes cross ice. Off the boards. That's going to be a little in front of the Yarmouth winger. Coming back the other way are the Panthers. Back and forth they go. Cross ice pass goes off a Panther stick. Aldridge trying to chase it down, but getting there first is going to be Max Barry. Panthers are going to fire that down the ice. I'm kind of shocked that Vaughn didn't get on his horse and skate. He could have taken that icing away. The hybrid icing is in play this season in the Valley High School Hockey League, and have had Vaughn really tried, I think he could have beaten the Yarmouth player to the puck, and it would have been no icing.
The Vikings are really pushing it. Aldridge Fitzgerald and Saunier together. They don't generally play all together. They've just had about a minute and a half. They're staying out there. They're looking to push now to tie it up, to get it going.
Barry behind his own net. Going to bring it on the near side to Beliveau. Chip forward nicely to Feener. Feener will gain the blue line and give it back to Beliveau. That quick shot goes off of a leg. Yarmouth going in to help. Good work by Saunier to clear that into the corner. Yarmouth can't clear the zone though. And we've got a gloved pass.
Vikings big three still out there? Aldridge's coming to the
Aldridge
bench.
saying, I need a break, buddy. Put somebody else on there.
Something going on with the right wrist. Took a whack with it or
Yeah.
maybe a puck.
I'm tapping out. I need a
I think so. They're reluctantly changing the other two as well.
It's not pond hockey. They can't play for 60 straight. Chambers with it. Chambers makes a move into the corner. Yarmouth picks up the puck. Maskeen loses it. There's a shot. That one sails wide. Good hard shot. Weak angle. And it just sailed wide. Gates isn't going to get there in time. Chambers comes in again. Panthers with it. Circle in the middle. There's a shot. Blocker save. The rebound. And another save by Guino.
Did he get the blocker on the first one, or was it the shoulder? Because I know he was already down before the puck, before the shot was taken.
Big rebound off that first save.
Big rebound, yes.
Big rebound in a bad spot. Right back into the slot.
Sure it was, yeah. Panthers couldn't pounce on it.
Face off to the left of Guino. There's a quick shot. Guino gets the stick down and right back out. There's Aldridge. Nippard's not going to get that puck in time. Sails around. Guino with another save. McDonald in the corner makes a nice move. Pass in front. There's a quick shot. And big save by Guinos. I think he got a piece of that and went wide. Yarmouth chips it to the middle and does get it out. They do get it out. Lips it. Down on the far side to Risser. Risser's got some room. Cuts through the middle. Taking a look. Back pass. Yarmouth just going to clear that into the corner. Yarmouth breaks out. They've got some room. Chip forward to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has Saunier with him. Makes a move to the outside. Stays down. Can't swipe the pass over as he was trying to duck underneath that hit. Risser gains the blue line. He's going to circle. Tries to slide it down deep. Goes off of Miro's skates. Picking it up is Robinson. Robinson cycles it down low looking for Chambers. McDonald, pass in front. Oh, and that one just on the heel of the stick as the Panthers can't get the shot away. Spicer goes up through the middle to Feener, who chips it in. Guino has it. Guino likes to play the puck, gets it up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's going to dump it down the ice. If he thought that was, might be a hybrid thing. No, and yes, tie goes to the offense.
Called it off.
Breaking out of his own end now is Beliveau. Bellevau's got some room right up through the middle. Back pass over. Looking for the return pass. Backhand. Guino made the save. Keeping the pad down and keeps the puck out. Wallace chips the puck out of his own end and chases down Vaughn. That allows a couple Yarmouth players to make changes. Beliveau with it again. Beliveau has some good speed. Gets it over to Feener. Feener looking, shoots through a crowd, and it goes off of a leg into the mesh. That puck doesn't get through.
And here's your replay. They come in across on Guino. Gets the pad down. They don't get the shot away.
One save.
Great first save.
Two saves.
It was loose here. We couldn't see it from our vantage point. It was totally out in the open. Yarmouth's big three.
Are on the ice an awful
An
lot.
awful lot. I mean, they were off the ice less than a minute. Then we're back on another minute and a half. And you can see they're really pushing. I mean, they're doing everything they can to tie this thing up. Shots are 26-10.
Puck behind, around the near side. Wallace trying to jam it. Can't get the puck past Dagley. Dagley gets it down deep to Feener. Feener's pass in front. Gets to the point to Beliveau. Beliveau can't get the shot away. Carter back behind. Carter and Feener looking for it. Kicked forward as Amiro loses his stick. Panthers have it. Back to the point. That's Vaughn again. There's a shot. And Guino's going to say, let's hang on to this puck.
It's hard to believe the shots are 27-10. When I think about watching Walker Comstock, I feel like he's made 15 glove saves. How are there only 10 shots?
Yeah, how many shots did Yarmouth have in period number one? Is it just a couple this period? Or one?
It's one.
And that was that one nice glove save.
It was 18-9 in the first period, and we're looking at 27-10 now. With no penalties or phantom penalties.
Despite what we think. Shot off the post. Great opportunity there by Chambers, finding that puck in the high slot, spinning around, taking the shot, and hitting the post solidly. Saunier makes a nice move, gets over the stick, cuts towards the middle, fights through two checks, into the corner, spins around, still has it.
Panthers did just enough to knock him off balance.
Saunier slides a pass, gets it to Aldridge. Aldridge for the backhand. Comstock gets the paddle down, makes the save, and lips it. Loses the puck back the other way. Back in front, Aldridge with it. Tries to find Fitzgerald, can't do it. Back to the point. Amiro. I tell you, that's Green, I believe, that couldn't handle that pass. Coming up the near side, Vaughn has it. Vaughn's got players in front, taking a look. Well defended by Grant, staying in the way. Big check by Saunier. Saunier lodges the puck free and slides a pass over to Green. He's going to have to chase it down. Gets a stick on it, but not out. Barry leaves it over to Chambers. Check, that's Barry into the corner. Pass in front, high slot attempt. There's a shot off of the legs. Back to the point, and Barry can't quite hold it in on the second attempt. Yarmouth probably needs to make some changes. Gaining the blue line, though, and trying to fire it in is Fitzgerald. Saunier forces that play, and that's going to go all the way down the ice. For an icing with 11:17 to go in the period.
Are they going to allow those last two changes prior to that? I guess it doesn't matter.
Normally,
The
no.
Vikings can change, yeah.
The Vikings can change.
Can change anytime they want. Vikings top line looks tired.
Not surprisingly, they've logged a lot of minutes. Pass back to the point, jumping on top. That's going to be Robinson. Carries it down. Good active stick there by Churchill to break that up. Coming back the other way, there's two of them. Sanford gets it over to Donchemont. Donchemont to Sanford, and just in front of him. Just couldn't quite the net. It was the right play.
It was a great scoring chance, and they did the right thing. They just couldn't complete it.
Arm save. Risser gathers the puck, does half of a lap before giving it up to Robinson. Robinson gets it in the corner to McDonald. McDonald circles away from a check. Yarmouth momentarily comes up with the puck, but McDonald gets it again. There's a shot off of the leg of Gates, well blocked in front by the Yarmouth defenseman.
Doesn't even get through to Guino.
Up through the middle. Yarmouth coming away with it. Sanford chips one down deep. Comstock's going to get it, takes a quick look over his shoulder, and fires it down around the boards, clearing the zone himself. Yarmouth can't get it deep. Second attempt for Amiro. Nice cross-ice pass onto Donchemont's stick, and he chips it in. Donchemont veers off to the bench for a change. We're exactly halfway through period number 2 as Owen Robinson zigzags his way through the neutral zone. He'll chip it in deep and chase it down. Nippert gets beat to the puck, pass in front, nowhere near. Opportunity for Yarmouth if they can get there in time. That's Aldred with it. Aldred trying to fight off 2 checks. And great speed by Jacob Beliveau to come back and take the puck away.
The Panthers are deadly at both ends. They forecheck, they backcheck.
Quick shot by Beliveau just wide. The rebound goes the other way. And Guino sliding both sides, but the puck can't get to the net.
Guino's only reason this is 1-0.
Yarmouth will get the puck to center ice. Nolan Green has it, and we've got a penalty.
Declan.
Roughing.
Oh, did I just see a 10 for?
Yep.
Oh, it wasn't Declan. It was the hit on Declan.
No, it's so we've got a double minor. We've got, it wasn't a 10, it was an unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
So I think initially we had a roughing penalty.
Yes.
So number 6, Dawson Spindler, 2 for roughing and I think 2 for unsportsmanlike. Obviously saying the magic words. Usually that gives you a 10. First shot in a while for the Vikings. Nice save by Comstock. Finding that one through a crowd as Fitzgerald trying to redirect it in front. Gets a little pat on the shoulder by number 4, Nolan Green.
Well, we went over this pregame privately, but Dawson Spindler does lead the team in penalty minutes with 18.
You've been waiting to say it too.
So 4 more now. Excuse me, and you got an interference call in the first period.
There you go.
Okay, so, the whole leopard spot changing thing continues on.
Coach obviously wanting a word with the official, probably about potentially what the second call was about.
Well, it was clearly unsportsmanlike. Now maybe he wants to know why. What
yes.
happened.
And where you talk to one coach, you got to go talk to the other one.
You got to relay it as well.
Face off on the near side. Yarmouth gains control. Gates has it at the point. Gates walks the line, slides it down low to Saunier. Saunier's shot goes off of the ankles of Nolan Green. Saunier has it again, back to Gates. Gates looks both sides. Kind of fired it over to Aldred. Aldred takes a look, redirected in front, and Saunier redirects it up over the net. Taken out of the play nicely is Fitzgerald, and that one hurt. Going to get it back behind the net again. Fitzgerald has it, nobody in front though. Fitzgerald gets it back to Aldred. Aldred slides it over to Saunier. Saunier's shot saved by Comstock, cleared away by the Panthers. Guino's going to come play this because coming down hard is Dagley. That's going to be offside. And it was. Go ahead.
The Vikings routinely put Aldred on the point on the power play. So in his place on the forward line, they added Jake Sanford at this time. He's got to get his backside in front of that goalie right at the top of the crease. You can't be off to the side and just wait for it. They have to distract Comstock.
Somebody's got to be there. Somebody's got to be in front.
I mean, it's not going to be Saunier and it's not going to be Fitzgerald.
Here's a chance for Yarmouth. Can't get the puck up, and it rolls harmlessly to Comstock, who covers it up. And a deflated number 18, Evan Spicer.
He's lucky he's not gone for that. He broke his stick over the crossbar?
No. His stick was broken, and then he...
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, that fresh piece of $300 fiberglass or graphite.
Yes. Who knows what they're made out of now?
2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the double minor for the Vikings. Golden opportunity here in period number 2 to gain some offensive pressure and gain a first goal. Green. Aldred at the far wall. Comes in, takes a shot, rebound! And somehow Fitzgerald throws it right back into the goaltender Comstock. He had 3/4 of the net, but he picked the other quarter.
Show us this replay. You're right. He had at least half the net. Comstock with the first shot. And he simply shot it right into him.
Now, he was being pestered and checked by assistant captain Max Berry, so I'm going to give Berry full credit along with Comstock.
I mean, that's it. That's the equivalent of a stick check. Yeah, that was really good.
Back to the point, Aldred. Green, back to Aldred. Aldred's got some room, tries to slide it in front. Yarmouth looking for the puck. Comstock finds it in the crowd and covers it up. They're calling it a shot on net. Not too sure about that, but it is giving Yarmouth the illusion of having some better play here in period number 2.
And Sanford was in front of the net, getting in the way. I mean, you got to let Comstock's got to at least look around somebody.
We've seen so many goals this year that have been being in the right place.
Sure.
In front of that net where the puck slides free, and then there you are with an empty net that you can easily put a goal into.
Which is almost what happened last shift.
Yeah. Fitzgerald spinning away from multiple checks, gets some help from Saunier. Saunier's got some room, slides it back to Gates. Gates down low. Fitzgerald takes a shot through a crowd. That might have gone off of Saunier. 2 Yarmouth players can't find the puck. Panthers get it to the point, but Gates slams it right back in. Good pinch at the point by Gates. Gates is going to have to back up now. The Panthers probably need a change. Robinson slides it over to Roberts.
They stay
Roberts
on.
makes a nice move, goes to his backhand, slides the pass back. Remember, the Panthers' 1 goal so far was on a double minor and was shorthanded.
It was, and they're taking the play now.
Clearing pass, cutting a slide right back over to Sanford. Sanford trying to dig it out of the corner. Gets it to Saunier. Saunier, Gates, cross ice. Too far for Aldred, and he's going to back up. He's got to remember, I'm playing defense.
You got to clear the zone.
Nice pass up and the quick shot, and that shot was by Roberts, and another nice save by Guino. Fitzgerald with it. Slides it over to Saunier. Saunier's pass. The end of a 4-minute power play. They have got to be tired.
They haven't come off the ice.
It's been 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and they are finally dragging themselves to the bench. But Fitzgerald,
Aldrid's finally leaving the ice.
Guino gets it up. Cross ice pass just a little too weak. Held in by Riley, though. Nice work, though, by the Panthers to find it on the second. Fitzgerald's got to be turning over to the bench as well. Fitzgerald, 5 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the second period. Chips it forward. Then he does finally peel off as well for a change while the Panthers clear the zone. 15 seconds to go in the power play.
And Saunier makes 3. So the line's finally changed nearly all 4 minutes.
Cushing on the near side, up to the middle. Weak pass picked off, coming back the other way is McDonald. McDonald on his forehand. Pass in front, off of Gates' skate. McDonald still has it though. Gates takes him down. High up off the glass and over the glass for a whistle with 5:13 to go.
Quick second period.
Yes, it has been. This
Yeah,
one's there hasn't been a lot of. Well, that one penalty, really.
Yeah, just one. It was double minor. It was one. The shots are taking off now, and the Vikings are climbing closer. The 4-minute majors are the 4-minute double minors are helping.
Into the corner, Beliveau. Belivo's got lots of speed, and he's been dangerous the entire game for the Panthers. Emmett Dagley in the back tries to slide it to Beliveau. Yarmouth gets there first. Nippard trying to get it up to Churchill, but can't. Trying to wrap around. Guino gets the pad down. Covers up the short side for a whistle with 4:50 to go.
Panthers constantly attacking, constantly forechecking. We're getting a wholesale line change now.
And guess who's out?
Yeah, they're back again.
Here's the
Well, here's the replay here, but Guino.
takes a little swipe the stick. Yarmouth with the puck on the near side to the boards, chip forward. Saunier, 1-on-3, just decides to fire. That's the best move there. It would have been too much to ask for him to make a dangle or.
Oh, it's a 1-on-3.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you're just setting yourself up for a blindside hit.
You sure are.
Dagley with it. He'll gain the blue line, fire it in deep. Guino, no, that goes off the boards. There's the shots, goal! A bad bounce off of right where the Zamboni comes in. Tends not to be as smooth around the boards there. It comes out. Terrible luck for the Vikings. Opportunity for the Panthers, taking the 2-0 lead.
How unfortunate for the Vikings, but props to Emmett Dagley for putting it in the open cage.
And even through that, the Vikings had a chance to clear it and didn't get enough on it. They had their chance, and here's the replay.
They did, yeah. It's just,
right there.
Oh, it's an awful bounce, but they do get to it first and fan on the clearing.
Churchill gets it to Gates. Gates off the boards. Sloppy ice, so that's not going to make it all the way down. Risser on the near side, skips over top of Green stick. Gates fires it, tries to get it down deep. Panthers get it to the blue line and out. Coming out with it is Vaughn. Vaughn on the near side. Back behind the net, looking in front. Picked off by Yarmouth. Looking for the puck and finally finding it is Saunier. Saunier cross ice over nicely to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald can't get it down deep, but Aldred helps out. He'll get it in. That one goes off a stanchion. Yarmouth back pass to Aldridge. Aldridge can't fire the puck. Back behind the net. To Gates. Gates has a little room. Slap shot through a crowd. Comstock finds it. Then takes a few whacks.
That's the key. Finds it, meaning he had to look for it because there was some traffic in front, and he took a bit of a swipe.
Three minutes, 25 seconds to go in our second period. Parkview Panthers 2, Yarmouth Vikings, no score. Face-off scrum, won by the Panthers. Momentarily, that one came back to Sanford. It took a shot, but it was well wide. Back to the point. That shot gets redirected and goes harmlessly into the corner. Panthers pick it up and get it to the blue line and out. Roberts with it. He'll chip it into the corner. He's going to let Chambers do some chasing, but getting there at the same time as Carter Amiro. Amiro gets a nice pass up to the wall, chip forward, but not out. Good work by the Panthers to hold the line. Back to the point. That goes off of the stick. Just a little bit of Max Berry, so there's no icing. Comstock plays that one hard off the boards. Coming back the other way, the Vikings get it to Cushing. Cushing has some men. Pass in front. Well defended there by the Panthers, as that didn't have much hope of getting through. I think Yarmouth had to go more fire towards that net and look for that pass. Can't just hang back.
Sanford's got to rush the goalie.
Risser with it, makes a nice move to his backhand. There's a shot, and Guino follows him all the way around and covers it up long enough for a whistle with 2:22 to go.
So the Yarmouth top line comes back out. How much you want to bet they finished the period for 2:22 remaining? With Nippert and Green.
Face off, controlled by the Panthers. Back to the point, sliding it over to Robinson. Robinson gets it down deep. Looking for Beliveau. Beliveau taking off the puck. Yarmouth tries to clear that one, but it goes up into the mesh. That'll keep the face-off inside the Viking zone with 2:09 to go in the period.
Vikes are creeping up the shots on goal tally. It's not as one-sided as it was, 30-19.
Back to the point, Vaughn with it. Vaughn fighting through a check, trying to get the pass over, still looking for it. Ends up getting it to Bezeau. Bezeau cross-ice pass to Robinson. Robinson shot, and that was either Guino or a defenseman, but the save was made. Yarmouth clears the zone. Aldridge with it. He has his pocket picked by Risser. Fighting through a check there is Owen Robinson, getting it in for Risser. Risser cuts to the middle. There's a shot, slides wide. 1:41 to go in the period. Back to the point, held in again by the Panthers. Vikings can't find it. Big check takes a Panther player off of the puck, and Yarmouth gets the puck to center ice. Leighton Vaughn. His pass goes off of a stick. Yarmouth comes back the other way. Aldred has Saunier with him. Aldred cuts to the middle. There's a quick shot. Glove save over top of the blocker as Comstock and Saunier have a little bit of a discussion. That will draw a crowd. Saunier's helmet's off. That's going to really get the linesman in there because you don't want helmets off.
It started off as just another simple routine glove save. Sonia got a little too close for Comstock's liking. Who's going?
Who's going? Who's going to the box? Is anyone? Here's the replay.
Oh, here's the replay, right. So, yeah, he did take a swipe at him as he went by. So,
and as a result, they're both going in.
Yeah, Sonia's going to get that one for sure.
And the retaliation.
It looks like Leighton Vaughn's in there too.
Yeah, Leighton Vaughn with the retaliation. You have to.
Sure, you have to.
Although it looked like Comstock was doing well.
It says 31 on the screen. He might be serving Comstock's
Oh,
penalty.
Comstock gets the penalty.
Look at that. So it's still even, right? 4-on-4, offsetting.
Well, no, it's not. Comstock is the extra penalty because the bench is still open.
Oh, sorry. So we're right. Leighton Vaughn is in there, but now somebody's got to serve Comstocks.
And yeah, 4 players on the ice. We're trying to make sure after what happened in period number 1.
That's 5-on-4.
We couldn't trust our eyes the last time.
Well, this works out great for the Vikings. They're going to get full power play for a first minute and then the start of the third period.
And the equivalent of a break,
Yes.
allowing the key 3 to stay in. So we've got a little bit of a switch here. They're getting a bigger body, Amaro, normally a defenseman.
Yes.
He's playing right wing right now, and how much you bet he's going to position himself right in front of Comstock.
He has to. Comstock, much like Guino, if they can see it, they can catch it.
And there's number 10, Max Berry, serving the penalty. Yarmouth wins the faceoff. On the near side to Gates. Cross ice pass. Slides it in front. Yarmouth lifts a stick. Amiro does. That goes off of a leg. Yarmouth can't find the puck, though. Aldrich gets it in deep. Amiro can't find it. Amiro looking like a defenseman playing forward right there. And I'm not really being mean to you there, Carter. It's tough when you play out of position like that, and I know that what they want you to do is position yourself in front of the net as a bigger body for the Vikings.
Yeah, they got to put some traffic in front of Comstock.
40 seconds to go. If Yarmouth doesn't score, they'll carry a power play into the third period. Aldridge. His pass gets knocked down, but he follows it up. Gains the blue line. Makes a nice move to avoid the check. Takes a quick shot. Blocker save. Rebound into the corner. Getting there first is going to be Sanford. Sanford's got room. He takes a shot. That one goes off of a stick and wide. Ripped around the boards, and Fitzgerald can't find it in time, but chases the puck down by center ice. Gates with one last opportunity with 6 seconds to go. Has a little bouncy shot in there. Why not do it? Throw it in. It's as good as you're going to do.
Great shot with the way Comstock's playing. Maybe it takes a crazy bounce. I mean, look at the last goal. Hit the Zamboni door opening and squirted right out in front.
Shots on net certainly have gotten, when you think at one point we were talking about exactly double. I believe it was like 18-9 or
it was 18-9. It is, yeah.
Yes.
Now it's 30
and
to
so you look 30-22 certainly looked like a more even period. A little bit of bad puck luck for the Vikings with a clearing puck like Guino has to play. You expect your goaltenders to play those pucks when they're ripped around the boards like that, and especially you understand when it's high along the glass, it can easily hit a stanchion. You don't expect a weird bounce like that when it's just going around the boards.
And the Vikings are double shifting their scorers. They've got to take advantage of that. There were 4 Panther penalties to 1 Viking penalty in the second period, and they couldn't do anything with it.
So our goal scorer in period number 2, Mark.
Beliveau is second of the night. This one, even strength.
And Beliveau came into the game with 3 goals, so now he has 5 for the season. Our score after 2 complete, the Parkview Panthers 2, the Yarmouth Vikings no score. We'd like to thank everyone for joining Trident Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. Coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariners Center. This game brought to you by Wilson's Home Hardware. Mark and I are going to take a break while the Zamboni cleans the ice here in the second period, and we'll be back for the start of period number 3, and you can watch some of the highlights of the first 2 periods while you wait.
just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. My heroes had the heart to lose their lives out on the limb. And all I remember is thinking, I wanna be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. If there's no coincidence, I've come. And I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you. Sing it, we will rock you. Buddy, you're an old man, poor man, pleading with your eyes, gonna make you zombie someday. You got mud on your face, big disgrace. Somebody better put your bag into your place. We will rock you. Sing it.
Welcome back for the third period of play. Your Yarmouth High Vikings.
Welcome back, hockey fans. Third period coverage about to get underway. Valley High School Hockey League. Game being brought to you by Wilson's Home Hardware, by Trident Media in the Yarmouth Mariner Center. My name's David Doucette. With me today, Mark O'Connell. And we've had a pretty exciting first two periods, actually. And period two zipped along.
It did. It went really quickly, and the play was much more even.
Our stat of the period was?
The Vikings actually shot, the Panthers 13-12. A couple of reasons there, I think. Multiple double minor power plays, and the Vikings' number one line didn't seem to leave the ice.
Not too often.
Like if you told me that Fitzgerald, Aldred, and Saunier got 14 minutes of ice time, I'd buy it.
Referees having a quick discussion, making sure players that are in the penalty box know when they can or cannot come out. Right now, because the double minor there, the offsetting penalty, they're not going to be able to come off of the ice until the whistle is blown. And that's probably what the referee was talking to both players in the penalty box about. Yarmouth, the last penalty carrying over here into period number 3. So Yarmouth with 42-second man advantage to begin the period, looking for that all elusive goal number 1, trying to beat goaltender Walker Comstock.
They poured it on in the last half of the second period. They couldn't beat him. Relaying the messages to the coaches now. The additional minor should be able to come back onto the ice and be 5-on-5.
Yes.
Until there's a whistle.
But the offsetting portion, whoever, and maybe that's what it was, just so they knew
Which
who
one
was
of
who.
them?
Yeah, which one's serving the offsetting, which one's serving the additional minor.
Right.
And we're about to get underway. Fitzgerald wins it cleanly back to Aldred. Aldred drops it off for Gates. Gates carries some good speed down the near side and gains the blue line easily. Look behind. And the net is off. And when it's off in the first 14 seconds, you're in for a long period.
I got to admit, I wasn't watching the net. I didn't see it move. I'm going to assume, I hope Comstock bumped into it somehow.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all it was. And literally just, that's it. I mean, Gates was going hard down the near side. Comstock was just pushing up against, taking away the short side. Face off. One again, back to Aldred. 27 seconds to go in the power play for the Vikings. Aldred shoots it through a crowd. Nice save. And not surprisingly, there's Cameron Nippert right in front, trying to create some.
They got a big body right in front of them. Should have started doing that in the beginning of the first period.
Fitzgerald wins it back to Aldred again. His shot goes off a leg. Coming back. Well, it's not going to be a breakaway as Roberts slows down, takes a shot off of the legs of Gates. Roberts has it again. Gates in his feet. He can't find it. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. No, we're not. Still 5 seconds to go. Cross ice pass to Nippert. Nippert chips it forward, goes after it, tries to get it back to the point. Fitzgerald comes in to help out. Bouncing puck, controlled by Yarmouth. Aldred swings, shoots, save, rebound, and that one goes wide. Good work by Nippert. We are down to 5-on-5 hockey again.
Aldred can't get off the ice. There's something up.
And it looked like it was a leg based on the way he was favoring it. So we'll see whether or not he just needs a little break. Certainly, if he can't, be a huge loss for the Vikings.
Regardless of what happened to him, he's dead tired too.
Yeah. Cross ice pass. That's just going to clear the zone to center ice. McDonald gets it back, slides it over to Green. Green back over to Beliveau. Beliveau, nice lead pass to McDonald. Good work by McDonald coming in, cuts to the middle. Well defended there by Green. Risser shoots it through a crowd. Glove save. Guino with 18:13 to go.
And now your guys are coming out of the penalty box. Still not sure how they did that because they called two at the same time, right? So one guy's serving Comstock's penalty, and then the other one was his own. Which was the offsetting?
Yeah, whichever one they pick first.
Doesn't matter they choose?
It really doesn't matter, I don't think. I guess if it's initially, I assume the offsetting penalty was Comstock's penalty.
I thought so too.
Because that was the initial altercation with the defender coming in for the Panthers. So that, to me, that would be penalty number 3.
I feel like he came to the goalie's defense. Had Comstock not done anything, there wouldn't have been any penalties.
I don't think so either.
No. I think they gave Sonia one so there would be offsetting.
Face off to the right of Guino. Push forward, but the Panthers are going to control it. Back behind the net. And Miro skating hard for it, but getting there first is going to be Feener. Both teams looking to dig it out. Referee's going to want them to play it. Dagley and Feener. Feener comes away with it. Pass to Dagley, can't get through. Yarmouth's going to chip that one down the ice. Donchemont skating hard for it. But for some reason, it's not an icing. Must have gone off of a stick. Feener with it. Feener waiting for some help. Avoids the forecheck, brings it into the corner. Slides a pass to the front, but it hits the side of the net. Quick pass in front. Picked off. Here's some numbers. That's Donchemont with it. Donchemont just needs the change. Dumps it to the corner and makes that change.
He had the puck twice in that shift and fired it down the length of the ice twice.
Coming back the other way, that's Feener again. Cuts to the middle, quick shot, pad save. Saunier with a back pass, goes off of a skate. Yarmouth still looking for it, can't get it. Panthers come away with it, bad backhand, goes just wide. Puck behind the net. Gates gets it up. Second attempt, but here's another opportunity, pass in front. Fitzgerald can't get it, reaching over to his left side and gloving it out of the air is goaltender Oriel Guino.
Sloppy defense from the Vikings forwards coming back into the zone. Guino bails them out again.
Yeah, when you've got a control like that, you've got to make those crisp passes. You've got to make sure you've got the puck. You can't give up when you're down by 2. You don't want to give up the third.
For a guy that likes to play the puck as much as he does, he's freezing it quite often. I think that's the directive, to slow the game down, get a break, get the guys rested.
There's a quick shot. That one sails wide. Panthers come away with it in the corner. Back up to Robinson. Robinson being pestered by Saunier. Gates joins the fray, but Saunier picks it up. Slides it over. Lead pass to Fitzgerald, but it goes off of his skate and he couldn't control it. Tough pass to control.
It was quick.
Still has it though. Gives it up to Aldred. Aldred back on the ice, gives it to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald shot off of a leg, doesn't make it through. Xander Roberts gets in the way for the Panthers. Coming back the other way, there's Yarmouth, there's a shot, glove save, Comstock. Saunier tries to fire it in deep. Coming back the other way is Xander Roberts. Roberts on the far side, he'll put on the brakes. Makes a move to clear some space. Yarmouth double teams him, gets the puck. Saunier with it, chase from behind, he'll dump it in deep and chase it. Comstock has it. He'll throw it behind the net, rip it around the boards. Fitzgerald gets some help, but can't get it there. Aldred's going to have to play defense, pinching, trying to pinch Spicer off the puck. Slows him down enough to break up the play. Pass in front. Saunier gets it. Fitzgerald cutting up through the middle, but Saunier couldn't get the pass off.
That was dangerously close to a 2-on-1. Great defensive play by Aldred.
Risser picks it up in his own end. Risser, sorry. I want to say it like a Z, but it's not. Risser has it. Good active stick in there by Nippert to knock that puck into the corner. Yarmouth gets it on the near side. Taken off the puck, though, coming right back. Belleville gets it down deep. Pass in front, not much on there. Guino gets the stick on it. Sam Green in the corner, going after it again. He's got to skate by it.
They can do this as long as they want. They're always going to be made to move it.
Unless somebody falls.
Right.
If they're on their feet, the referee's going to make them. Back to the point. That's Green with it. Shot through a crowd. And the redirect in front just goes wide. It's on the near side now. Coming up to the point. Held in nicely by Nolan Green. Yarmouth gets that puck. Skating hard down the ice is Doucette, Landon Doucette. I knew I hadn't called his name. I had to look down, pass in front. And it slips. A nice save by Comstock just to redirect it behind the net. We had heard earlier that Doucette was going to join the game late. He's obviously made it. Gate speed by Belleville. Back pass. There's a shot. Blocker save. Rebound. And that's a big blocker save as he punches it right over to the boards.
That was destined for the top corner. What a great stop.
Keaton lips it with it. Up through the middle, just out of the reach of Dagley. He'll chase it down, though, and chip it in deep. Guino's going to come play it. keeps the puck moving the same way to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald up to Aldred. Aldred back to Fitzgerald. Saunier with an opportunity and just can't quite get that puck. Up through the middle, back to Beliveau. Beliveau's got good wheels if he's got the room. Cut to the middle, quick shot off of the legs of Gates. Not the first time I've said that today.
I think that's number 3.
Right in front, Guino swipes it over to Saunier. Saunier over to Aldred, but he couldn't control the puck. And an offside play with 13:02 to go. Some good flow back and forth.
Yeah, I've got that as the third block shot today for Gates. They're really flying now. This, again, just like the second period, it's really moving.
Face off outside the Yarmouth blue line. Shots on net, 34-25 in favor of the Panthers. That's going to be chipped onto the near side. Getting there first is Fitzgerald. Jams it up the boards, but doesn't get too far. Gets some help from Saunier, who is plastered on the boards by number 12, Noah Chambers. Leighton Vaughn with it in his own end. Gets it up to Chambers. Chambers comes back for the pass. Vaughn circles, being chased down nicely. Good forechecking work there by Carter Amiro. Amiro getting a little more offensive play.
He is. Great forechecking shift.
Head contact, and I think it's Saunier going to the box.
Riley Saunier again.
Might just be 2. It's been explained to me many times through the years since the advent of head contact penalties, but I don't normally get it right.
It's 2.
Got it too. Big penalty kill time for the Vikings. Max Berry in his own end. Slides it over to Green. Green up through the middle to Risser. Risser has it picked off. Fitzgerald caught from behind by McDonald. And that has Beliveau skating hard down the near side. Beliveau gets around Nippert. Nippert gets a good stick in there, though, just to mess the play up enough. Coming back up, there's Feener's shot. Big save by Guino. There was a bit of a space short side to the point to Barry. He slides it over to Green. Green back to Barry. Barry, Beliveau. Beliveau to the middle. That was well wide.
No hat trick there.
Green back down low. McDonald back to Green. To McDonald. Goes off his stick. Yarmouth has the puck. Can they clear it? They're looking for it. They're swinging at it, but they can't get it out.
They're doing everything but.
They've got numbers now. Back to the point to Barry. Looking to set things up again. Barry slides it over to Green. Back to Risser. Barry on the near side. That pass a little in front of him. That shot sails wide. Aldred has it. He's got the room and slides it down the ice. Good clear, and that allows the Vikings to make a necessary change a minute and a half into this power play.
Nippert dumped Beliveau in front of Guino. No call.
Back pass. That's Feener with it. Feener on the near side to Spicer. His shot right into the bread basket of Guino. 24 seconds to go in the power play.
Amazing how that happens when you clear the mess out of the front of the crease. The next shot, Guido can see it from a mile away. .24 seconds left in the penalty.
Guino fixing his mask, giving him some time. Face off to his left. The scrum picked up by the Panthers. There's a shot, save, rebound. Steered aside nicely by Amiro. Puck in the corner. Looks like the Panthers. Bizot gives it up to Feener. Feener cycles, gets to the top of the slot. Slides it down low. Chambers with a shot. That one slides wide. Robinson on the far side. Oh, and that pass could have been picked off as Saunier was coming out of the box. Saunier's got lots of speed after 2 minutes. It's more of a break than he gets normally in the game.
That's his biggest break yet.
Spicer slides the pass over. Comes back on the near side to Bizot. Bizot just dumps it in deep. Guino stops it for Amiro. Amiro reverses around the boards.
Lots of ice time tonight for Amiro.
Spicer being hounded by Saunier. Makes a nice pass on the far side, just out of the reach of Roberts. No icing, hybrid icing, and Roberts got there first. Nice move by Roberts to avoid 2 checks. Taken off of his skates by Saunier, who picks up the puck, and he's being chased down. Tries to slide one over to Aldred, just a little too far in front of him. Bounce back. That's Saunier with it again. Saunier gets it over to Amiro. Amiro chips it forward and then avoids the hit. You hate to be leaning into those ones.
Boy, he almost got wiped out.
Coming back the other way, Panthers up through the middle. Well read by Nippert, breaking that play up. Saunier has it, fires it in deep, no icing. Comstock just going to drop that off there behind his own net for Nolan Green. Green comes up on the near side to Belleville. Check that, that's Spindler. Spindler makes a nice move at the blue line, gets it in deep. Right at the side of the net, I wasn't sure where it was. 2 Yarmouth players collide, and it looks like they're hurt. And we are going to have a penalty. Interference penalty being called against the Parkview Panthers, and it could be a big player. Number 5, Jacob Belleville, has been all over the ice. No, it's not Belleville. Check that, it's 15, Xander Roberts.
Xander Roberts. What did he give him, interference?
Yep. So with 8:42 to go in the game, Yarmouth still looking for that first goal, looking to solve the mystery that has been Walker Comstock today. Have that golden opportunity. Yeah, this is exactly when they want to push the first one through.
Now or never, yeah.
And of course the Panthers looking to just shut the door. Aldred saucers one over to Gates. Gates just keeps it in. Slides it down low. Saunier cross ice pass. Aldred can't get the shot away. Yarmouth playing 4 deep, really. Aldred jumps down into that position. Gates has it up high. From there, Gates has to make sure he does not hit the defenseman. Slides it over. Oh, just out of the reach of Saunier. Saunier couldn't control that pass. Fitzgerald going over, but Risser's going to get there first and clear the puck down to the Yarmouth blue line. Saunier,
no signs of a line change.
Gates carries the puck in. Back behind the net. Stops, looks. There's a quick shot. That one just sails wide in once again. Goaltender slides to that short side. Net comes off off its mooring.
It's not like he slid from the other
Wasn't hard.
post. He just sort of moved into it. I think his elbow took it out. He's just trying to take away the short side. And I mean, you can see there isn't even any talking to him. The officials aren't like, hey, watch what you're doing. But they know too.
Well, every official that's here is a Yarmouth official, as in somebody from the local area.
Right.
They referee or lines here a lot. They know what the equipment's like.
That's what happens.
1:07 to go in the power play opportunity for the Vikings. Fitzgerald gets the puck back to Aldred. Aldred back down low. Gets the return pass. Cross ice to Gates. Gates slides it over to Saunier. Saunier shot save. Nice save by Comstock. And a great rebound control. There's another shot. There's another shot. Comstock with 3 saves in a row. Yarmouth trying to find that puck behind the net. That's Sanford looking for it and does pick it up. Good work by Sanford. Gets it to Gates. Gates down low. Fitzgerald slides it in front. Sanford couldn't get his stick on it. Aldred on the far side. Probably go up high again. Nope. He'll stop. Wait. Look. Does get it over to Gates. Gates shot through a crowd. A redirected attempt in front by Sanford. And it goes wide. Fitzgerald. Cross ice pass to Aldred. Aldred makes a nice move to avoid the forecheck. Still has it. Good control. Goes down low. Trying to jam it down low is Sanford. Back on the other side, Yarmouth has it, but nobody in front of the net. Everything's an outside shot. There's a shot and a save by Comstock. Saunier gets the little stick in there, and he's going to have to be careful. The referees have shown no mercy for giving a penalty. The puck was not loose.
Well, he kind of did that the last time, and Comstock took exception to it, chased him down, and then we ended up getting the 5 out. Saunier got lucky that the Panthers got the extra 2. But in that case, you're not gaining anything, right?
Face off, won by Yarmouth to the point. There's a shot, just sails wide. That shot can't get through. Good stick in there by Vaughn. Panthers come back the other way, up through the middle. Vaughn can't quite reach the puck. Cushing avoids the check, slides the puck down. Coming back the other way is Robinson. Robinson's going to chip it in deep for the Panthers. Guino will stop it behind the net. Looking to see who he's going to play it to. Panthers going to come away with it. There's a one-timer, and that one just slides wide. Little bit of bad communication there between Guino and his defense as to where he was going to play it and who was going to play it to.
Well, yeah, we're looking at Wallace, Cushing, and Maskeen, and it's been a while since they've been on the ice.
Vikings gain the puck. Maskeen with it. Gets the pass, chips it out. Back the other way is Vaughn. Vaughn goes off the boards looking for Robinson. Good work there by Wallace to dig that puck free and get it in deep for the Vikings. Leighton Vaughn will set things up. Coming out of their own end, up on the near side to Dagley. Good stick in there by Gates to break that up, but Dagley finds it again, but it goes and it sails through the blue. Yarmouth gets that puck down, and boy,
Barely made it.
barely made it.
You could see Walker Comstock look at the official because he was going to come out and play because he figured he had no choice. But the arm was up, so
And he knows if he actually makes the motion
Yeah.
and leaves the crease, then that's the end of the icing
I
as
think
well.
it was as surprised as we were that the official's arm was up to begin with.
Face off to the right of Guino in the Yarmouth end, won by the Panthers. Back to the point. Slide it down deep. There's a shot for the point. Nice save, Guino. Gets the right pad down. And a nice shot by Risser. Up along the boards, chip forward. That's going to be Saunier. Saunier's being chased down. Going to stop. Knows he's going to be caught. Slides it forward, avoids the check by Barry, who slams in. Yarmouth comes back the other way. It's Aldred with the shot. Big save and the rebound he can't get a hold of. Aldred behind the net. Pass in front. Yarmouth can't get to the puck as multiple Panthers are there to knock the play down, and the net is
It's off again.
off its moorings. Of course it is.
It was brief, but the Vikings had a 3-on-0. I'm not saying Aldred didn't do the right thing.
No.
He came across and it just couldn't get it past him. Yeah, here it is here. He came right in. He was really close. He faked the forehand, went to the backhand, and Comstock got the right pad down.
And by the time he got there, when you saw on the replay, it did begin as a 3-on-0, but they were caught, and he just had that one
It was
trailer.
instant, yeah.
So Donchma,
Was attempting to leave.
not sure what's going on, honestly, over at the Yarmouth bench. They're looking down at something.
Did they take a timeout? Because Guino's at the bench.
Oh, okay, that's-
Without his gear.
Oh, there. Thank you very much. Good pick, guys. We've got a Guino skate issue.
Oh, thank you. Look at that coverage.
So that's going to, honestly, and as we've seen in this game, I'll say this, and I think it's very obvious with what we've been saying with the amount of ice time certain Yarmouth players are getting. This is more beneficial for the Vikings than it is the Panthers.
It's absolutely more beneficial. Not that the Panthers don't forecheck and backcheck their butts off. They do. But they roll through lines, and they all play that same way. The last shift that we saw there, quote-unquote, Yarmouth had their big boys out there, but they're few and far between those shifts.
Face off. Yarmouth gets it to the point. They're just going to fire it in deep. Coming back the other way is Spicer. Up along the boards and clearing it out is Dagley. Up through the middle. Good work by the Panthers. That's McDonald with it, chasing it into the corner. Slides it down low to Risser. Risser has a man in front, tries to wrap around. Can't get it by Guino. Vikings come back the other way. They're just going to chip it in.
And not change.
Panthers break out. That pass goes off the back of the stick of McDonald. Here we'll reverse it. Panthers will start again. Up on the near side to Risser. Risser, 2-on-2, has Dagley with him. Cuts towards Dagley. Still has it. Caught from behind nicely by Amiro. Vikings come away. They're going to go the other way. Indirect pass just a little too far in front, and lips it. Breaks that play up for the Panthers. Panthers chip it in deep. Guino's going to play this, probably carry it, keep going. Not too rough. Wasn't a lot of strength on that shot. There's a quick shot, glove save. Sanford in the corner, avoids check, gets it to Amiro. Amiro's to Gates, and Gates just chips it out. He's going to see whether or not Saunier can find this puck first. Saunier does, but he can't get the puck around Lipset, who drags that trailing foot and kicks the puck into the corner.
Panthers are really strong in their own end.
Sanford being beaten to the puck easily by Robinson. Robinson trying to get the puck down low to Beliveau, but more Vikings come back and help. They'll get the puck to the blue line and out. Chipped right back in, and Gates will reset for the Vikings. Under 3 to go in the game. Breaking back out. Chipping it forward is Carter Amiro. Nope, check that. That's Cushing. Robinson slides it up to Bezeau. Bezeau overskates it. Lots of room. Right now, time certainly on the Panther side. Bezeau comes in. There's a quick shot. Saved. Rebound. Beliveau looking for the Hattie. Nice save, Guino. Back to the point. Not out. Feener with it. That shot. And looked like Guino got a piece of that one. Back to the point to Feener. Feener throws it towards the net, and Beliveau tries to deflect it. He passes in front to Feener. Feener comes onto his backhand, slides it back to Robinson. That shot, Guino looking for it, covers it up.
Guino's got to freeze that. Someone's going for something.
Yeah, well, once again, that Guino chasing out after puck, and I mean, it wasn't as covered as some are. Like the other player, and I'm saying this because there were a bunch of calls in the last game that Yarmouth had here that all started with what I thought was not a goaltender interference by Guino.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see what they talk about with this one with 1:58 to go. If it's just a 2-minute penalty, we've got Beliveau leaving, and that literally could just be a 2-minute penalty with under 2 minutes to go.
It could be, right. You know, it's a shame because if you look at, so Guido took a little bit of a shot at him, but then, is that Gates that came in at the end?
Yeah, Gates is in the
I
box.
think it was. So Gates would have got that one. But for the, between the 2 and the 3 minute mark, you could see Saunier, Aldred, and Fitzgerald on the bench standing, waiting. They want to get that change. You know they want to finish the game. You know they want them in the last 2.5 minutes. And they couldn't. Twice the puck got past Guino, but he couldn't freeze it. They couldn't clear it. They couldn't get any kind of a change at all. Now they're down to 2 minutes, and now they might be shorthanded.
Based on who we're seeing in the penalty box, yes, but we did see Beliveau go off the ice.
Right.
So whatever happened with Beliveau, and maybe it was a misconduct,
You could have got a 10 and it doesn't matter.
a 10 and a 2 or something, because
Right.
the box is open. Yarmouth has 5 players out on the ice right now, 2, 4, 5, yeah.
There's another Panther going in.
Coach talking to Guino. You got to wonder whether or not think they'll pull him
2 minutes down 2.
if they get the puck at least with possession in the Panther zone.
I mean, if they're shorthanded here, I don't see it, but
And it's certainly
all
not
of-
power play. It looks like we have 5-on-5 hockey.
all of this could be offsetting.
Face-off's going to stay down in the Yarmouth end, I believe. Well, we've got this opportunity. Got to do our normal shout-out to the Guino family in Pucherdá. Hola a la familia Guino.
Hola.
And it's Parkview calling the timeout this time. Not this time, but I think it's the only timeout we've had. I kind of half thought, once again, based on the emphasis that Yarmouth puts on 4 or 5 players, that they would call a timeout.
And they might a minute from now.
We definitely have 5-on-5 hockey. Through all of that, it's offsetting. It'll be interesting to see. Like, I'm curious why Belivau's off. Why Beliveau left.
Why did he leave? Right.
Because nobody else did.
So Bellevue just got 2 for unsportsmanlike. So instead of sitting in the box, I guess he's gone.
Somebody else is serving. All right, the face-off's going to be to the left of Guino. Puck dropped. Not dropped fairly, so they'll do it all again.
Gavin Bizot got 2 for roughing.
So unsportsmanlike and roughing for the Panthers. Puck behind the net. That's Roberts with it. Gets a pass in front. There's a shot. Save. Rebound. Steered aside nicely by the Vikings. They'll chip it up high and get the puck into the center ice zone.
Bellevue's gone because he got a 10.
Okay, that makes sense now, at least, as to why he left. Puck behind the net. Panthers have it. Nice move by Roberts to avoid a check. Gets it to Feener, I believe. Back along to Robinson. Robinson's pass is going to get to the Spicer. Spicer with a shot. Blocker saves Guino. And that was labeled for the far side, blocker high. Back behind the net. Panthers controlling the play in the Viking zone. 1:11 to go in the game. Pass in front. One-timer, no. Shot. Second one can't get away. All by himself in the front of the net was number 16, Manny Vaughn. And he's got to be upset with himself for not getting a shot away. That pass, beautiful back skating there by Xander Roberts to break that play up. That could have been a nice pass for Yarmouth. And there is Guino covering it up, and maybe it's going to be Yarmouth's turn for the timeout.
So to update there, Bizot got rough. As you said, Bellevue got 2 for roughing as well as a 10. That's why he's gone. Oh,
And as you said, maybe the Vikings
They're
will
gonna
just
take
do it
one.
in a minute. Well, it was a minute and 13 seconds.
they got 47 seconds to pop in a couple of these. And for the Vikings, Gates got a roughing, and they gave Guino unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, we know who's going to be on the ice. We know what the plan of attack is.
Well, but I mean, that plan of attack, the same people were on the ice. I mean, the fuel tank's got to be low. I mean, they got to be
Has
on
to be.
fumes at this point.
It has to be.
One last splurge, 47 seconds. Get the puck out of their own end. They couldn't even get the puck out of their own end for the last minute and 10.
Guido's been freezing the puck every opportunity he can. He normally likes to play it, drop it, fire it back down the ice, keep the play going. They're slow playing the whole thing now. Try to get those guys some more rest. 47.3 seconds left.
Saunier, Aldred, Fitzgerald, Gates. Back behind the net. Panthers get to the puck first again. Nice move to avoid by McDonald. McDonald behind the net, looks in front. There's a shot. It goes off a stick and into the mesh. Guino didn't have to make that save, and it's a good thing. He was deep in his net as the play was behind him.
Was that deflected? It was. So
Yes, it was.
face-off's
Deflected. It went
inside.
off a Viking defenseman. Another opportunity with 37.4 seconds. Yarmouth gets the face-off back, but the Panthers are there first. Saunier comes in. That slides across the other side. Green's going to come in and pinch in and get it in deep. Yarmouth would like to get another scoring opportunity, but so far in the last 2 minutes, they can't get the puck out of their own end. To the point, held in by Lipset. Lipset shot, redirected. Guino tries to cover it up. Guino wants to go after somebody. And Risser's going, okay, so Saunier comes in from behind. And that's literally like it's nothing. It's truly nothing.
It's completely nothing, but there's no way they can pop in 2 in 16 seconds, so let's do this.
Another broken stick. Emmett Dagley brings the broken graphite to his bench.
It's an expensive tantrum.
Face off. On the near side. Yarmouth wins it back. Chip it up and out. Getting the puck first is Green. Green loses control. There's a shot. Save by Comstock as Green gives it up with seconds to go, giving Saunier one last opportunity at a shot. And the last opportunity for Yarmouth goes in vain as the Parkview Panthers hang on to their 2-0 win.
Comstock preserves the shutout. The very end.
No goals in this period. What were shots on net this period?
Finishing up with a total of 42-33.
No goals in this period as they go to shake hands. Where you're looking at the stats, I'll say it ended up being a very this game has zipped by.
It did.
Like period 2 and 3 specifically went by very quickly.
So outside of the first period, 2-1 in shots
Yeah.
for the Panthers. The Vikings outshot the Panthers in the second period by 1, 13-12. And the Panthers outshot the Vikings in the third period by 1, 12-11.
So back and forth it went. Yarmouth, except for that one, bad defensive play in the with
Bad
5 seconds
bounce.
with 5 seconds left. No, I mean 5 seconds left in the game.
Oh.
The Panthers didn't allow Yarmouth to get out of their own end in the last 2 minutes. Yarmouth trying to get that one last opportunity.
The last 2 minutes look like a Panthers power play.
Yes. And it was just the speed. And you'd have to think the reliance on the same players for so long when you get to the last 2 or 3 minutes of a 60-minute game, there was just nothing left.
Look, you can have a short bench for suspensions and injuries and guys aren't available. That wasn't the case. This is the Vikings team, basically.
Yes.
But they shortened the bench themselves by playing their first line, double shifting them constantly.
Well, make the final. The Parkview Panthers 2, the Yarmouth Vikings, no score. I'd like to thank everyone for joining Trident Media's coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. This game was brought to you by Wilson's Home Hardware. On behalf of myself, David Doucette, my partner today, Mark O'Connell, and all of the volunteers behind the cameras and behind the scenes, we'd like to thank you for joining our coverage of the Valley High School Hockey League. We're going to leave you with some highlights of period number 3 as we sign off, and hope you'll join us Sunday afternoon for our next game with the Yarmouth Vikings playing a host to the Clare Lou. Bye for now.
Oh! A bad bounce off of
Right where the Zamboni comes in. As the Parkview Panthers hang on to their 2-0 win.
Comstock preserves the shutout. The very end.
No goals in this period. What were
shots on net this period.